Hi, fellow YouTuber, fellow gardener. I would like to do a video about the blooming, like summer blooming in my garden. I wanted to do a spring blooming video early on this spring, since Southern California had abundant rains and everywhere is like flowering and so pretty. Now that it's summer, so hot, most of the plants are done with blooming, but there are a few still doing some blooming in my garden. You see little flower here or there, although they're tiny, but they're cute. This one is like, oh, this cactus, domino cactus, bloomed 2 times with beautiful big flower, and this one is trying to do it, but I don't know if it's gonna make it. You see the little fairy thing. Here's some kalanchoe flowers in the pot. You see the little right hand side, and this is the white one. Kalanchoe or kalanchoe, Christmas kalanchoe, they are really like pretty, and they bloom for so long, from like springtime, January, all the way to now. They're still like blooming, but they're like a little bit attractive to insects though. Like I have apid problem and mealybug problem. This aloe, it's almost done with blooming. Oh, somehow I put this picture back on. This is like crassular D.I.Y, I think. There's a little flower, but because I was looking at the flower, I discovered there's a little tiny white spot there. So there was like mealybug on it. So I sprayed them and cleaned it. But anyway, the flowers tiny, and it's just okay, not that pretty. So that is another question. Oh, I want to mention this jasmine. It smells so good. It's from 5 feet on. I can smell it. And here is more. There's more kalanchoe. Yeah, like I said, it's been blooming for months, since like January or so. But this one I got it from 99 cents. And then I would like to talk about my plumeria flower. I currently kind of addicted to plumeria, so I got some from my friends and some bought it from the store. So this one's almost done, and see the little dry flowers. So 2 of them, a little bit bigger. Oh, this one's my little miniature garden, but my daughter put her toy dog, little doggy there. Well, I'm gonna put it back. And she put another dog, like her toy dog, in another place. It's from her. It's not my original setup. So this one, this plumeria, actually is a cutting. I was thinking maybe I should just like cut the bloom, since it's still a cutting. I don't want it to like give out all the energy. This is called Anaheim Sunset. Oh, there's some spider web. But anyway, since it's not that much, I just left it alone. Here's some more, like from the heat recently. There some like heat wave recently, so it was like burning the leaves of some of the plants. And there's some portulaca underneath the plumeria, so they're like doing great because they're a little bit under the shade. And this one's from another pot. You can see that there are actually 2 kinds. One is the annual portulaca, one is the perennial one. The needle kind of leaves are the annual, and the leaf that is round is the perennial portulaca. So they're very pretty. And then I have some more. I have some hibiscus. It's not my favorite color. I like other, like orange and yellow, but this plant, it's here since since we move in, and it's given us a little bit privacy because the other side of the fence is a walking path. So this one is kind of blocking the view of other people's. Oh, there's a baby sunrose, or people call it running apple. It's a cutting. So this is the Black Eye Susan Vi doing okay now, and still have some yellow bloom. It was like full of yellow flowers early on, but now it's almost done. I try to give us a little bit more privacy by guiding them onto the fence. Here's some rose cutting, and this one's trying to bloom, and there's some done with blooming. I don't know what to do with them. I may try to give them away. They're just cutting in cups, but they're blooming. So anyway, I have a veggie bed that I grow some veggie on it, but also on the edge they're the cinder block. I put some flowers and all that. Do you recognize this plant? It's actually a mint plant. It's blooming with like white flowers. Not like they're pretty, but they're okay. Just interesting. This is like it's called like garlic grass, I guess. It's been blooming forever, never stopped blooming. And so I have some crassula campfire or firecracker. The bloom is so pretty. Like they're tiny, but they're so cute and so pretty. I just love them. All the stacked crassula type of plant, they have similar little bloom, just like that. They're cute and pretty. So I have one hydrangea plant that is in the front yard. The only one I have. It's done with blooming already. The flower is kind of dry, but I just try to leave them there because they still look pretty. So there's what is that? That's rosemary. Old rosemary plants have some pretty purplish and looks like little butterfly. Here is some spider plant with white bloom. In Chinese, the Chinese people call it a hanging orchid, since the flower resembles some orchid flower, very elegantly looking. So call it hanging orchid. Anyway, there's some minerals that I almost kill, like by putting it under the sun too much. And so once I put them under the shade, they recover, and one of them I put it under the shade a little bit earlier, and it's trying to bloom. So yeah, anyway, I have some more flower on the front yard. This is another Calantro Kalankoi, and here is some baby sunrose. This is like the Alyssum, and it's Vinca. I am not that into Vinca because they don't smell good. Anyway, this is like Dianthus, right? Dianthus, Dianthus. It's almost done. I have some more baby sunrose or running apple. They close up when it's like afternoon, nighttime. I have another hibiscus which is pretty. I like this one. I like this color. I don't like the pink one. But anyway, this one, it's orange, and I put it in like a bonsai pots. It's looking good. Bougainvillea, my bougainvillea doesn't really bloom like crazily like other neighbors, but it's looking okay. And I put one in the bonsai pot or bonsai pot. Anyway, I have some mini rose. This is like an old miniature rose plant. And there's some succulent, some ground cover type. Oh, this is like the Cinecio blue chopstick. Echeveria blooming. The stalk is quite dry. This one I need to cut it. And actually, sometimes the flower it's attracted to aphids, so I usually would cut them off. Anyway, so there is some lavender, smells very good and good looking. And this, what's that? The kangaroo paw, very interesting looking and just still bloomlet. This one, the silver glass is almost dried up. Verbena and some daisy, some more lavender, some more kalanchoe, some other daisies, that's neighbors. And then I have some rose cutting. It's trying to bloom. So this video is taking like more kind of like 2 weeks ago. And then later on I will show the one that's more current, that has more roses blooming. And these miniature roses, the same miniature rose in this pot, but these are in the ground. They're doing greater. Some will bloom from some Echeveria. Yeah, they're dry, so I need to cut them off very soon. Maybe after this I cut them off. Interestingly, this firecracker or campfire, Chrysler campfire, is actually blooming. Yeah, it's kind of long leggy. Cinecio blue chopstick, need to trim that one too. The flower, the blue chopsticks, not really looking that attractive. Oh, I'm coming back to this kangaroo paw because I discovered that it's very interesting. The pink ones actually is not like, it's still not blossoming, but you see the flower that it's open. It looks green and very cute looking. Very interesting. I never noticed that before. I thought the pink one, the thing, it's the bloom, but then actually it opens up. So this is pretty much it. And then, like I said, I updated the rose. They bloom later on after the video that I just took. And this one is a cutting before, and this one is from 99 cents. It's miniature rose. Like I said, the one that in the ground actually doing better than the one that in the pot. I want to show that my these are not flowering, but the jade plant is looking so colorful because of the heat recently. Southern California has heat wave. So here, another one that is mostly green most of the time. It's actually looking so gold looking. It looks like the golden jade plant, but actually it's the regular jade plant, regular Chrysler ovata. But because of the heat, it looks so golden looking. If you come in person, it looks more gold. But anyway, so now I'm showing you the real gold jade that is really kind of yellow, very yellow and gold. But the one that earlier is not the golden jade plant, but this one is. So I want to talk about, how troublesome are some of the flower stuff from the Echeveria. I have to cut them all because they're really attracted to insects problem. So they have like maybe Miriba or maybe Epics. And so eventually, although they're looking good in the beginning and then they're looking bad later on, and I have to cut them. Oh, this is like a surprise to me. I never noticed until lately that the moon cactus is blooming. And I was like, wow, that one is another cactus. But this one is trying to bloom. So very interesting and interestingly looking. So this one is like, I tape it. Oh, here's another, like a Haworthia trying to bloom. Well, actually it's almost done with blooming. So about that moon cactus, this one I took it just last week, and it opened up now. Very great looking, so cute. The flower, I was so happy to see them, and I didn't know until, all of a sudden I found out, oh, it's blooming, so cute. Anyway, this is my first time seeing a moon cactus blooming. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.